I believe we know this is going to be a parabola because we know that the parabola is going to either, well, excuse me, we know this is a quadratic relation. That's going to be a parabola because the y is squared. We have a quadratic in the y, but we don't have a quadratic x. If we have a quadratic x and a quadratic y, we know we have a circle, an ellipse, a hyperbola. But here we know we have a parabola because there's only one quadratic term and it's only in the y. So therefore, we also know this is a parabola opening left to right. If it were the x that was squared and the y was linear, the y was not squared, it would be a parabola opening up down, just like we learned back in chapter 3 or 4 somewhere in this book, right? So, but this is going to be a parabola opening to the left or to the right. Now the last thing is, I know it's going to be a parabola opening to the left, and the reason this parabola opens to the left is because the quadratic term, the coefficient of the quadratic term is -3. So that's kind of my first thing, is to think all of that through. All right, now because I know this is going to be a parabola, I know this parabola just in my head right here, it's going to be opening to the left. Maybe it does something like this. So it'll have an x-intercept, but it won't have any y-intercepts. It might do something like that. Or it could do something like this, right? It could be a parabola. Maybe the vertex, is right here, and the parabola could open up, like that. So then it would have an x-intercept, it would have a y-intercept here, and it would have a y-intercept there. So we would have x and y-intercepts. So we don't know. We're going to have one of those possibilities. Let's figure it out. So the first step is to figure out the y-coordinate of the vertex. And the y-coordinate of the vertex is going to equal the opposite of b over t, just like it does when it's the x that's squared. Okay, so it's going to equal, remember that b is -12, so it's going to be -12, so it's going to be +12 over 2a, so 2 times -3. So it's going to equal, what is that, 12 over -6, or it's going to equal -2. That's going to be the y-coordinate of the vertex. And the x-coordinate of the vertex, there's just got to, again, be a better way to label this, I don't know, is going to be, well, we let y be -2. So we're just going to plug and chug here. So it's going to be -3 times -2 squared. I'm going to try to squish this in. Minus 12 times -2 minus 5. So I hope you can just see here. Oh, and I would just do this on the calculator really, but -3 times 4, what would that be? -12. And then -12 times 2 is going to be what? +24 minus 5. So it's going to be 12 minus 5. And then what's that going to be? 7. All right, so the vertex is going to be the point. The x-coordinate of the vertex is going to be 7, and the y-coordinate of the vertex is going to be -2. So it's going to be the point 7, -2. Now I'm going to erase all this because I've done that. I've done all that work now, and I found the vertex. It's 7, -2. So here we go. Just because I don't have a lot of room. And there we go. All right, kind of cool that I can do that. And maybe we'll pick a different color again. Just colors are fun. All right, so it's going to be 7, -2. That's going to be the vertex of this parabola. Now the key is to find out, let's find out the x-intercept, because that's actually fairly easy to do. So we'll find the x-intercept, and the x-intercept, at the x-intercept, y equals 0. Okay, so x is going to equal, well, we could just see x is going to equal -5, right? Because -3 times 0 squared minus 12 times 0 is 0. So it's going to be -5. All right, so that means right now we know quite a bit about this parabola. So let's just see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to scale it a little different, in each axis here. Looks like it is going to cross the y-axis, because it looks like the vertex is going to be like something like right here. No, I'm not. Yeah. And the x, so it's -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right here. There's going to be the x-intercept. So I don't know. Just my guess is it's doing something like this. I may have to erase this, but I don't know, something like that. It's possible. All right. So that means we need to find this point right here and this point right here. They look kind of like ugly points. They don't look like it's going to factor exactly nicely, but we know that this is the y-axis, and on the y-axis we know x equals 0, right? It's the y-intercept. All right, so we're just going to let x be 0, and I don't know why. I'm just going to pick another color here. All right, so we're going to get 0 equals -3y squared minus 12y minus 5. And this is what we have to try to solve here. I think I'll divide it. Do I want to divide a 3? I definitely want to divide a negative out of everything. But I don't think I want to divide a 3 out. So let's see, I'm going to get y squared plus 12y plus 5. Now I think I will, oops, 3y squared, sorry. Just dividing a negative out, because they're all 3 negative there, so I can definitely just divide or multiply both sides by -1. Now, can I factor this? You don't think I can? I don't know. I could try, or I could just use quadratic formula. So let's just, I don't know. Let's just use the quadratic formula. Might as well here, okay? Remember, the quadratic formula is going to be the opposite of b plus or minus radical, okay, b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And so it's not that hard to use quadratic formula. We can do it. So it's going to be -12, right? Plus or minus radical 12 squared, so 144 minus 4 times a, which is 3, times c, which is 5, right? Over all this over 6, right? 2a. 2 times 3, so it looks like it's going to be over 6. All right, so let's see. This is going to equal. Oh, I don't have the squishy tool, so I can't do that. But I can. I'm just going to simplify with some of the radical first. So 144 minus 20 times 3, 60. What is that? 144 minus, I don't know, 144 minus 4 times 3 times 5. 4 times 3 times 5. 84. Okay. So it's going to be -12 plus or minus radical 84 over 6. All right, so let's keep going with that. We can simplify that a little bit more. Radical 84, let's see, let's divide that by 4. Can we divide that by 4? I'm sure we can. So we can at least pull out a radical 2. So it looks like it's going to be -12 plus or minus 2 radical 21 over 6. Can I pull anything else out of there? I don't think so. Okay, so now I can half everything. So it's going to be -12, or no, let's half it, just to simplify. So let's see, it would be -6 plus or minus radical 21 over 3. All right, now the way that I'm going to do that, I'm just going to do that on my calculator here. I'm going to take -6 plus radical 21, and I can use the radical sign, but I'm just going to use I'm going to take plus 21 raised to the 0.5. Okay, I'm just going to take negative 6 plus 21 raised, radical 21. Then I'm going to divide that number by 3, divided by 3. And so I get approximately negative point, it's about negative 47 hundredths. Okay, so yeah, and look how close my picture is right there. Look at that hot dog. Am I good or am I good? Guys, come on, man. I need somebody to applaud here. Look at that. Just a little sketch there. That looks like it's about a half, right? Negative 47 hundredths is what I get there, which is about negative 0.5, and 0. Okay, so that's going to be one of the intercepts. And then the other intercept is going to be, let's see, it's going to be negative 6 minus radical 21 raised to the 0.5, and then divide that by 3. Right? And so I get negative 3.5. Look. Okay, I know it looks like 3.2, but look, it would have been better if I'd put it right here. And that would have been just an even better looking curve right there. See? Not bad. Sweet. I think, so this can be what, I think, again, that just, I don't know. I'm impressed. 0. There we go. My little sketch worked pretty good. All right, so that's everything then. Here's the vertex, right? There's the vertex. There is the x-intercept that's at right here at negative 5, 0. Ooh, did I do that wrong? Yes, I did. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay. See, I got so proud of myself there. Pride goes before a fall, right? X is 0. Y is negative 0.5. There we go. Let's try doing that correctly. You guys are probably sitting there rolling your eyes already. All right. No more rolling eyes. Okay. This is 0, negative 3 point. Oops, 5. All right, there we go. Oh well. Okay, so here's my x-intercept. And then here are my y-intercepts. I have 2 of those right there. Anyway, hopefully that all makes sense, and I am happy to do that.